We're gonna sketch in a small sketchbook today. I'm going to go a little bit different than normal. Normally, I'm pretty much hooked up into doing the Loomis Method. Today, I'm going to draw using a technique where I find the silhouette of the image using observational and relational also measurements. I've been practicing this method a little bit more just to help with my pure observation and less construction. Now that I know where construction is and I can see, the form of the characters and what I'm drawing, in my mind, I can see the circle. I can see the brow line, the nose line, but at the same time, this gentleman, he's a native. This photograph has to be from the 1800s, but Native American. He has a very prominent nose, very incredible face. I mean, it's one of the things when I saw it, I was like, I have to draw this because the features are so they don't fit the general proportions of what Loomis describes as average or even what we expect. So I just wanted to try this to see what can happen. I don't know if you've tried to draw and talk at the same time, but it's not easy. I recommend it because you really find out how much of your brain power you use just to draw, which is obviously quite a bit more than I have anyway. In reserves, that is. Chin is forehead. It's not as prominent as it may first seem because his hairline kind of comes back. Using the edge of the pencil, kind of put the tone in for the eyebrow. It's pretty dark right in here, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Then right behind the nose, it gets deep here too. Shadow shape that basically comes directly down from this. And then from here, there's this skin that comes down, kind of curves around the mouth. He doesn't have, his lips are so thin as well. This gentleman is probably, I would say, in his 60s at least, possibly in his 70s. So he's got a lot of that really incredible, like, cheekbone structure, but the skin that kind of hangs below just a little. A bit of the hair over here. As you get older, it seems like the eyebrows take on some more hair. I guess that's what we all have to look forward to, most of us anyway, if we're lucky. Rarely do I draw on paper this small, and it's really kind of cool just to get these features blocked in and just really focus on the face and not the head necessarily. Although, what's the difference, right? The face and the head. Because you have to have head proportions correct before the face can really shine the way that it should in a portrait. Steep shadow here. See, so quickly we can just block in some things if we have right proportions and we're able to see that. There's this really interesting thing that's going on with his eyelid right here. Kind of comes back around over his eye. Really dark in there. Kind of extends out here and the skin kind of droops. Beautiful. Drawing older people are a great way to kind of be a little more loose, a little more free, because there is so much texture in the skin. It does lend itself well to kind of drawing on the side of the pencil and really kind of adding textures and those age lines without it drawing every single line, though. I think we can really express that with a lot of the texture. I really find, like a lot of times in this situation, that the edge of the pencil is the perfect expression for that sort of texture. Hair kind of goes up here like this. I can't really tell. He's got feather in his hair that comes up. One of these days I may try to draw the head as a whole, but right now I just want to focus on the face. But it's really incredible, really, really cool features and really cool textures, and like I said, the age. Add some of these shadow lines below the eye here. And his cheeks are sunken just under this bone here. Really sinks in. So there's almost like a dimple, but I don't know how to describe it or express it. And his face falls into shadow over here, down into his neck. So this is a good exercise just to observe and break free of the Loomis Method for a moment. You kind of just put things in by observing. See where you're at, see where your observational skills are. But still in the back of your mind, in the back of my mind, I'm always keeping those proportions relevant to what I'm doing. I'm trying to see those guidelines in my mind because I've drawn them so much. I'm so familiar with them that I'm trying to keep them visible without actually drawing them in my imagination as I'm drawing. That's one of the things I want to really improve on and get to, is that reliance on the imagination for a lot of the things that I want to do. Being able to do it with an educated guess, with a experience as my guide, not just guessing at all, but experience. So there's a quick face. Not using the Loomis method. I think if I'm going to critique it, that this distance is the only thing that could be improved upon. And I think I kind of pushed it down just because of the smallness of the page, but everything else is very much correct. Fun little quick sketch, quick little exercise just to see. Always practice seeing if we've got 5-10 minutes. This is a little small notebook that I just started carrying. Found it. It was cheap at Walmart. And it's just something I can just throw things in without really caring. I mean, how can I care about this thing, right? So, there's not a lot of thought into this. It's just practicing seeing, practicing the materials, using your pencil and really kind of placing things in a quick way, gestural way, and trying to express that. So I appreciate you sticking with me, and thanks for watching.